Yes, I know. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Taylor. This is going to be a fairly short episode. Things did not run the way that they should have run today, so you're not going to see a whole lot of stuff being done because I've already done it, unfortunately. Okay, we're now moving over here to my sink. Let's hope I don't melt my charging cable. We're going to take our potatoes, turn them off, bring it over, and we're going to dump the water out of it. Don't dump it towards you, dump it away from you in case it splashes. If it splashes and you end up letting go, it's going to go forward and go into the sink. It will not come back and then hit your whole front and hit your legs and your chest and your feet. Slowly dump it. We're going to get most of the water out, and then I'm going to show you guys a little trick if my potatoes will stay. Don't do this. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to set them over here. Okay, take your lid. Okay, and be very careful. You see how the lid is? Move it down so that it's thin. And then you might have to kind of put your hands like this. That's if you don't have a strainer. If you have a strainer, dump the whole thing forward, so away from you, into the strainer in the sink. Okay? So now we've got our fully boiled potatoes, and we're going to move on to the next step. Okay. We have our potatoes, and in case you're not sure if they're done all the way, of course, you can always stab a fork in. So when you stab the fork in, that's what it should do. There should be almost no pull to it at all. Another thing, especially with how we're going to do them, like when you're doing mashed potatoes and anything that is mashed like that, you don't have to really overdo them because they're going to be mushed. You need them to be really soft. So let me see if I can find one without him falling. You see the skin? You see how the skin started to peel away? That is another sign that they are done and ready to go. I need to find my recipe book because I've never made these before. I've eaten them plenty of times, but I've never made them. So let's take a peek. Okay. Melt the butter and mix it into the potatoes with the salt. So it's a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, 4 ounces, 125 grams, or 1 cup of plain flour, which since we're going celiac friendly, we're doing brown rice flour. It's 2 pounds of mashed potatoes. I'm pretty sure I did 5, but the event I'm going to, there's at least 80 people going, so I'm trying to make as much as I can. So let's go ahead and get our 2 tablespoons of butter. Where is my knife? I'm losing everything, you guys. Today is it's just one of those days. Okay, get your stick of butter. I get salted butter. You see here, let's see if it'll focus in. It's got your tablespoons right here. So we need 2 tablespoons for 2 pounds. So I'm probably going to need to use 4 tablespoons. And literally go to the line and cut through it. And now we have our 4 tablespoons. And it doesn't want to focus. Now we have our 4 tablespoons. So, now what we're going to do, you're going to want to take it out. I left my butter out overnight so that it would be soft. And it makes it a lot easier. But what we're going to do is I'm just slicing it, and I'm putting it right in here. It's gonna melt super easy. because it's already soft. And if you feel you need more butter in it, cut up more and put more in it. So one thing I recommend getting is a potato masher, and that's what this guy is. It's a potato masher. Makes it a lot easier, and we are just going to, you literally just push down. Now this is where it helps to have them almost overcooked so they're a lot softer. With them being a lot softer, it's going to be easier to mash them in here. Now you don't want to add any liquid to it other than the butter, because since these are potato pancakes, you want to have them be nice and thick, because you're going to be scooping them out and pressing them and putting them in a pan and frying them on both sides. So let's go ahead and get our potatoes mashed. You could probably get away with using instant potatoes. I would just heavily lessen the liquid that they asked for it in there. You're going to want to try and make them super, super thick. Almost like glue or thicker if you're going to use instant. But let's go ahead and get these guys mashed, and then we will move on to the next one. Okay, in case you guys are unaware, I'm done mashing them. When you're measuring dry, so like flour, salt, things like that, you're going to be using the measuring cups like this, or, oh, here we go, or like these. These you can also use for liquid as well. This is dry, this is liquid for your measuring cups, just so that you guys are aware. It's a cup of plain flour. I will probably need 2 cups. This is the flour I am using right now. Normally you would use white flour, but of course we know we are doing celiac friendly, gluten allergy friendly. We're going to take our scoop in, and we are going to try as we might. So to make it even, you can feel the top of your measuring thing. Run it like this to get the excess off, and then pull it out. And there you go. That's half a cup. I'm probably going to end up using all my flour, which is fine. It does not get used. Not this one. I don't ever make gluten-free stuff, so another half. So we're supposed to work this quickly. It smells interesting, I can tell you that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we're getting there. It's a little it's a little thick. Let me see if I can get this out of here. It was a bad idea using the masher. Should have used a spoon or my hand. We're running a little aggressive today. That's all right. This might be too hot for my hands. That is too hot for my hands. But I can use, no. I'm going to use my wooden spoon, and we're going to mix this in. It is preferable to use your hand. Mix this up really, really good. Might almost be there. Oh, we almost there. I need a plate. I'm sorry if I'm like incredibly loud, you guys. Okay. So what we're looking for here, this is where we're going to see if we got enough flour. No, we don't. Because see, I can't pick it up. Okay. So I'm definitely going to need 2 cups. Let's put that back in there. Let me set my plate aside. So you should be able to like mold it. Yeah, I am going to end up using just about all of this. but I still need some for this, so. The only other thing that I have to substitute would be coconut flour. That might be a little noticeable in taste. And I'm flinging potatoes everywhere, you guys. This is just, it's just been one of those mornings, you guys. Let me tell you. Okay. I feel like this should be good now. Oh, that fell off a little bit. Better. Let's mold it and see. Ooh. Almost. I bet you what I'm going to need to do regardless, because this flour is a little bit different, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to spatula these guys off. Oh, yeah. I mean, it fell in half, but once I get it into a pan with oil. Okay, yeah. These are good. So now, and I'm sorry, you guys didn't see me get my apron on. I know at the beginning I always say, okay, let's go ahead and get our apron on. And, you know, it's kind of one of those things where it is what it is today. It's all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the pot over where you guys can't see me, unfortunately. And let's get a pan out. And I'm going to move it to my big burner. So let me move my spoon for the soup form. Let me move that out of the way. I have got potato everywhere, you guys. I don't know what I am doing. But it ain't the right thing. It ain't the right thing. So I'm pretty sure we use, let's see, cook for about 3 minutes on each side in a heavy frying pan and a little bacon fat. I do not have bacon fat. So we are going to substitute with butter. I'm going to go ahead and substitute with butter. Oh my God, you guys, I have got food all over me. Up our butter. I'm probably just going to use the rest of this butter. You can also use oil. Oil also works, especially if you're doing this to be kind of more vegan friendly. You can just use olive or vegetable oil instead. Let's get rid of this into the trash. Get this butter melted in here really well. I need a separate plate to put the cooked ones on, and I'm going to put that right here. Let me move my flour over here. I think I'm going to take a swig of root beer. Delicious. Oh, beef broth needs to go into the fridge. Forgot about that one. Potato masher in the sink. Extra thing of butter we can put. Where did my... Y'all, I keep losing stuff. I had a butter dish. I can tell you that. I can tell you. I know I have a butter dish, and it was out. And now it's not. Now I don't see it. Let's go ahead and move this butter around the pan. And let's come over here and redo our pancake. Okay, now that seems hot. go ahead and carefully pick up our pancake. I'll move it in here. Let's actually turn that up a little bit. I've got the heat on about medium to medium high. Let's put our second one in. We lost part of him. And I'm just going to end up getting potato on my spatula, and it's fine. Okay. They are starting to cook, so they said about 3 minutes each side. You want them to kind of be like a golden brown kind of color. So let's go ahead and try to get a few of these done while I got my hands covered in potatoes, and we'll come back.